Master. According to Narad, the devotee should sing the name and glories of God. The path of karma is not the right one for the Kali Yuga. Bhakti Yoga is the right path. Do your duties in the world as long as you need them to reap the fruits of the actions of your past lives. But you must develop love for God and be passionately attached to Him. The singing of the name and glories of God destroys the effect of past action. You don't have to perform duties all your life. As you develop unalloyed love and longing for God, your duties will become fewer and fewer. After the realization of God, they completely drop away. When the young daughter-in-law is pregnant, her mother-in-law lessens her duties. After the birth of the child, she doesn't have to do any household work. Several young men from the village of Dakshineshwar entered the room and saluted Sri Ramakrishna. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They sat down and began to talk with the master. Young man: Sir, what is knowledge? Master: it is to know that God is the only reality and that all else is unreal. That which is the real is also called Brahman. It has another name, Kal, time. There is a saying, "O brother, how many things come into being in time and disappear in time." That which sports with Kal is called Kali. She is the primal energy. Kala and Kali, Brahman and Shakti are indivisible. That Brahman, of the nature of reality, is eternal. It exists in past, present, and future. It is without beginning or end. It cannot be described in words. The utmost that can be said of Brahman is that it is of the very nature of intelligence and bliss. The world is illusory. Brahman alone is real. The world is of the nature of magic. The magician is real, but his magic is unreal. Young man: if the world is of the nature of illusion, magic, then why doesn't one get rid of it? Master: it is due to the samskaras, inborn tendencies. Repeated births in this world of Maya make one believe that Maya is real. Let me tell you how powerful inborn tendencies are. A prince had in a previous birth been the son of a washerman. while playing with his chums in his incarnation as the prince, he said to them, "Stop those games. I will show you a new one. I shall lie on my belly, and you will beat the clothes on my back as the washerman does, making a swishing sound." Many youngsters come here, but only a few long for God. These few are born with a spiritual tendency. They shudder at the talk of marriage. Niranjan has said from boyhood that he will not marry. More than 20 years ago, 2 young men used to come here from Bodonagar. One was named Gobindopal and the other Gopal Sen. They had been devoted to God since boyhood. The very mention of marriage would frighten them. Gopal used to have bhava samadhi. He would shrink from worldly people as a mouse from a cat. One day, he saw the boys of the Tagore family strolling in the garden. He shut himself in the kuti lest he should have to talk with them. Gopal went into Samadhi in the Panchavati. In that state, he said to me, touching my feet, "Let me go. I cannot live in this world anymore. You have a long time to wait. Let me go." I said to him, in an ecstatic mood, "You must come again." "Very well, I will," he said. A few days later, Gobindo came to me. "Where is Gopal?" I asked him. He said, "He has passed away." What are the other youngsters about? Money, house, carriage, clothes, and finally, marriage. These are the things that keep them busy. If they want to marry, at the outset they make inquiries about the girl. They want to find out for themselves whether she is beautiful. There is a person who speaks much ill of me. He is always criticizing me for loving the youngsters. I love only those who are born with good tendencies, pure souls with longing for God, who do not pay attention to money, creature comforts, and such things. If married people develop love for God, they will not be attached to the world. Hiranando is married. What if he is? He will not be much attached to the world. Hiranando, a member of the Brahmo Samaj, was a native of Sindh. He had met the master in Calcutta and become devoted to him.